for Boston. They've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Riley. Trae Young is out there with Johnson. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. And for Boston, the guard pair, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with Vucevic. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
6 to shoot. Young for 3, drills the three-pointer.
This is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. A shot by Johnson, no good. Outside Tatum. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. A fadeaway. It's good.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
Now, here is Young. 17 points in his last outing. Vucevic, good.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Bucket is good.
Derek White, tremendous finisher in the painted area. Just drops it in softly.
Johnson outside. Boston grabs the miss. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Now Young, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Koulibaly finds Young. No good with the triple. Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. No doubt Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a three-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
Now here's Johnson. 20 points for him last game against New Orleans. Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Brown after the basket by Washington. Out to White from past the arc. And Vucevic pulls it down. Wizards leading by 3. On the wing, Koulibaly. Johnson outside. A 3-ball. Vucevic with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Riley against Tatum. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Young. Takes a 3. Rebound Boston.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Tatum passes to Brown. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's Boston converting.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That three-level scoring coming into play.
Pass to Riley. Back to Young. Launches a three. Rebounded by Vucevic. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Now Johnson, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Coulibaly. The Wizards with another miss. For Boston, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. The three from Tatum. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Washington trailing. Hung outside. Shoots over Brown. A nice shot by Young. Young's got his second basket of the night.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown down low. He's guarded by Johnson. And taken away by Johnson. It's Young on the wing. Fires the three. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Young's got 8 points.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Here they
And the Celtics making a change here. Richards checked in. And a chance here to check out some stats for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Pass to White. Outside Tatum. And he makes good on the layup. 6 points for him.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Young, a screen on White. Inside. Here's Vucevic. They set the screen. Young, good.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at three, you take it.
And here is Johnson after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in.
number 88, Namias Tatum.
And so it's Washington with it. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. And the shot goes in. And the Wizards lead by 4.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Brown outside. Here's Hauser. On to White. There's the pick. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Vucevic. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Young with no one around. Off target with his three. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 4-point game. And here's Brown outside. Queta controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Vucevic. Now, here is Young. Driving the lane. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Celtics second.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Here's Shireman. He had 16 points in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. There's a good screen. Here's White. A three-pointer, no good. Washington leading now by 4. Pass to Young. Here's Champagny. Now, here is Young. Shot clock at 6. Again, Young missing.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Here's Shireman. Now Pritchard. Celtics passing it around. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Kevin, back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. And the Celtics with possession here after the basket by Washington.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Johnson. After the basket by Boston. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 9.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
White, a screen on Young. Pass to White from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, big time answer from Derek White. The 3 is on point.
And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek White, doors converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
White, good.
Derek White is a legit three-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Young looking it over. There's the triple. The rebound by Cada.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
They now take the lead. 10 points for him.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Pritchard against Young. For 3. No good that time. Derek White has been on display for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
They've got Jason Tatum, and it's Walsh in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Launches from deep. The offensive rebound. Here's Walsh. Good on the triple. Walsh has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Gill. For the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The Rio. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The 3 from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
How about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
Here's Gill. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Doors, I'd have to imagine, game 2 of a back-to-back is a big test of a player's stamina.
You're exactly right, Kevin. And it's not just the physical stamina, it's the emotional stamina to hang in when your body is absolutely tired. But the great players, the ones we love to watch, embrace this challenge.
And that one falls for Gill. PDB over the last several years, wins have been hard to come by for the Washington Wizards.
Kevin, it blows me away that this organization has not had a winning season since 2018, and they haven't won 50 games since 1979. Let's hope their young, inspiring draft picks are building into a good young core.
That one is no good. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
And that one's good. Hardy.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. The kick out to Tatum. And again, it's Boston with the 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
There's a screen. And it's Carrington missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pritchard with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
Pass to Carrington. And here's Hardy. Lets the 3 fly. And Shireman pulls it down. Here's Kata, and it's off the back rim, no good. Now Carrington, still yet to score. And here's Hardy. Here he goes. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Carrington. Celtics passing it around. Here's Walsh, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Hardy. Wizards trail by 7. Here's Gill. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Here's Watkins. Buries the long-range jumper.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Pritchard with the ball. To the middle. Here's Queta. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. An opportunity here to go to the 2K leaderboard and see who's been the hottest of the hot at the small forward position for the past month. Third is Jaylen Brown.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
And so it's Washington with it after the basket by Boston. Pass to Riley. Here's Champagnie, guarded by Tatum. Here's Young, rebounded by the Celtics. Queta's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
White, wide open. He fired. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Here's Young. Back to Koulibaly. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Young. From down in the low post, it goes. Young's got 18 points.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Outside Tatum. Fires from the wing. Offensive rebound. Queta. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Koulibaly finds Young. Shoots. Again, the Wizards score.
And that's just something that Young excels at. Boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
Outside Tatum. Such a wide open look. Tatum's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jason Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Pass to Champagnie. Young against Pritchard. Takes the 3. Young's shot is up. Boston leading by 9. Here's Tatum.
Boy, if you think about everything Jason Tatum does for his team, it's at a high level. And he doesn't ever get the full recognition he deserves. This guy is the very definition of franchise player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
Vucevic checked in for the Celtics. Sam Hauser comes in for Pritchard. Both shots good from the stripe. And people doors talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
Now, here's Tatum. Over Johnson. Drops the inside leaner. Tatum's got 24.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Young. Down low. Here's Vucevic. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Coulibaly finds Johnson. Shoots over Brown, and it's blocked by Brown.
Such a pesky defender. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time. This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game. Jaylen Brown finishes beautifully.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Wizards trail by 13. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Young. Fires away from outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Vucevic a screen on Riley. Tatum down low. Riley covering. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's White. Offline with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now Johnson. Young sets a screen for Johnson. To the paint. Here's Vucevic.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Celtics leading by 13. White looking around. Pass to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Finish through the contact from Brown.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Back to Coulibaly. Nice ball movement by Washington. Johnson against Brown. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Johnson.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here's Hauser. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Brown. Again, the Wizards score.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
Tatum down low. Riley covering. It's White on the wing. 13 points in the game. Wizards trail by 14. Coulibaly finds Young. A floater, and it's sent back by White.
You talk about protecting the basket. Derek White with the big-time swat at the rim.
Tries yet again. And so that's the end of the first half. Celtics lead by 4 away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
51. Fans, let's rev it up and get ready for your Pocket Arena Entertainment.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Boston Celtics.
Seems like they can't miss, just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. Got a question here from Jose and One Hero. Who's the #1 overall pick in the studio show draft?
It's Ernie Bartholomew Johnson. That's the franchise broadcaster right there.
Yeah, I agree. You just put some talent around Ernie and then come back later and you got a championship squad.
Well, look, guys, it takes a team effort, but thank you. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And so White will bring it up for Boston, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. Young is out there with Johnson. Then it's Koulibaly. And there's Riley. And it's Vucevic in at the center position.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to Young.
Yo, set it up! Come to me, come to me!
Pass to Koulibaly. No good from the wing. Celtics leading by 14. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, the Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Guys?
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now, here is Young. He's got 20. And the layup falls. Young's got 22.
And this is what makes Young so lethal, his ability to make tough, contested shots look effortless.
Tatum finds Vucevic. Brown outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Here's Vucevic, guarded by Tatum. White against Young. And it's sent back by White.
This is one of the best attributes of Derek White. His ability to block shots may be second to none. Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Here is Riley. Hauser defending.
Boy, easy pickings from that distance. More of that, please.
Celtics leading by 9. Now, notice he's not always the most efficient player, but Koulibaly is electric.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin, one of the most explosive leapers in the league right now. He can rise and finish with the best of them. Listen, we'll give the efficiency some time because he's got skills.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout, as now we'll give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In fourth, the Celtics.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Young outside. And it's Koulibaly, top of the key. Pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Celtics leading by 9. And it's Hauser in the corner. Outside Tatum. Misses the 3. The Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Riley. Now Koulibaly. Hauser defending. Now Koulibaly. Nothing on the board. Johnson, that's for 2. The kick out to Young. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Tatum. Brown outside. Vucevic a screen on Johnson. And another basket for Boston.
Well, this is where having a tighter handle helps Jaylen Brown in pick-and-roll play. Just gets to his spot and scores it.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Young. Beyond the arc. And again, Washington no good.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
And so Tatum nails them both. Washington with the ball. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Brown dishes to Vucevic. Pass to Hauser. Now here's Brown, defended by Young. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Good on the 3-point shot. Tatum's got 34.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Taking a look at some stats for White. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here is Riley. Pass to Coulibaly. Young for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
They set the pick. Johnson for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Celtics leading by 13. Pass to Hauser. Now here's Tatum. Vucevic is screen on Riley. And here's Tatum for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Tatum's got 37.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Riley kicks to Young. And again, Washington with the triple.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now here's Tatum. 37 points for him. Here's Vucevic. White covering. Young passes to Riley. Coulibaly with it. Pass to Vucevic. Here is Riley. From deep, Johnson, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. 10-point lead. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, what terrific body control. Jaylen Brown, so athletic, loves to compete, love it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 25. Fires the 3. The shot that time, not on target.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
That is just tremendous focus from Jason Tatum. This guy has gotten so good at walling off defenders and finishing plays.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in. Wizards trail by 16. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Here's Champagny. He has yet to score. Koulibaly, bounce pass. And it's Johnson penetrating. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Left side, Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Here's White. Shot clock at 5. Oh, good on the triple. Wizards trail by 16. Here's Champagnie.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Jaylen Brown. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 8th in scoring, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Gill's checked in. Queta, the pass to Pritchard, and he banks in the layup. Pritchard's got 7 points in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
Now Pritchard. He has 7 outside White. The 3. The rebound by Champagnie.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Koulibaly with it. Picked up by Brown. Pass to Gill. Here is Riley. White covering. Sweet move. It's blocked. To the inside. Here's Walsh. Brown against Gill. Fades away. And it's Brown missing. Wizards trail by 16. Pass to Koulibaly. It's stolen by White. Yes, that goes in. 17 points in the game.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition off the steal. Derek White so heads up.
Here's Champagnie. Here's Gill. 6 points for him. Johnson surveying the floor. 4 on the shot clock. It's good from long range. Johnson's got 28.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Here's Brown. Count it from 12. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Boy, what a jump shot from Jaylen Brown. He has so refined that aspect of his game.
Pass to Champagnie. Here is Riley. Lets it go with the 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And some changes here for the Celtics. Mars is checked in, and it's Gonzalez in for Jaylen Brown. .114 left in the third quarter. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Garza. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shireman nailed from three-point land. Shireman's got 6.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Carrington in the corner. Clock at 4. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Shireman. He's got 6. Pritchard passes to Garza, and the basket is good. Garza's got his first points of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now, here is Young. He's got 25. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Gonzalez in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Shireman. And here is Tatum. Down low. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Here's Watkins. Pass to Gill. Tries from the block. The shot is good off the backboard.
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. They set the pick. And here's Tatum for three. Washington with the rebound. Here's Gill. Watkins passes to Young. And again, Washington with the triple.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Tatum with it. Inside, Tatum!
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Hill with a screen on Pritchard. The lead now cut to single digits. Young's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Wizards. Now Tatum to the middle. Here's Kata. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
Pass to Gill. It's Young on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics leading by 11. Tatum passes to Pritchard. They set the pick. Outside Gonzalez. Here's Shireman. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Watkins, guarded by Tatum. Watkins passes to Young. On the top of the key, and Shireman pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. From 6 feet, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
the defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Celtics.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Tatum no good on the free throw. Wizards trail by 13. Watkins guarded by Tatum. Pass to Champagnie. Nice ball movement by Washington. On its way from Young for 2, and it's White with the rebound. White's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Pritchard, defended by Young. Left side Tatum. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Vukcevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Young. Inside. To end the drought, and it's blocked. Outside, White. Back to Brown. Over Young. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Celtics lead by 15. Watkins. He's covered by Brown. Had a hand on it. Outside, White. Pass to Brown. Back to White with the shot. Rebound by the Wizards. Here's Carrington. Young outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Over in the corner, White. Down low, and he jams it with authority.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And so Young will bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 17. Carrington in the corner. Looking to end the run. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Tatum. Rebounded by the Wizards. Vukcevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Young outside. The 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
White the pass to Queta. And here's Brown. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Watkins. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Champagnie. Now, here is Young. And he nails the jumper. And that's now 33 points for Trae Young.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Tatum dishes to Brown. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Brown's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Wizards trail by 19. Young outside. Over Pritchard. Young, no good. Austin's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Brown outside. Shoots from 12. The rebound by Champagnie. Washington's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Over to the left wing. Off target from outside. Boston leading by 19 points. Over in the corner, Brown. Off target from three-point range.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Pass to Young. Here's Vukcevic. To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here is Tatum. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 47 points.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Riley. Young outside. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Hauser.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Riley against Tatum. Basket good. Tatum's got 49 points in the game.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beat you in so many different ways.
Here's Vukcevic. Johnson right side.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
First team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Johnson at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Johnson. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
Carrington finds Johnson. There's the pick. Garza pulls it in. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Gonzalez. The Celtics working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pritchard. Washington with the rebound.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Champagny. Johnson attacking. Chalk up 2 there. Johnson's got 33 points. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. 19-point game. Here's the screen. Hits the three-point bomb.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
To the middle. It's tipped. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Riley against Tatum. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our